I just came from watching Predator, Killer of Killers. This movie was released June 6th, 2025, so I'm reviewing it like 1 month later. But despite watching it 1 month later, I just wanted to give my thoughts on it because to me it's one of the most surprising movies of 2025. We're only halfway through 2025. It has to be the most surprising movie of 2025 for me. And I wanted to explain why. Number one, I didn't know that it was going to be an animation. That's the first thing that caught me off guard. I had not watched the trailer, so I didn't know that it was going to be an animation. Number two, the story is told in a sort of anthology type style. So it has three characters. The first character is from Scandinavia in the year 1841. And then the next character is from Japan in 1609. And then the next character is from 1942 in World War II. So these characters are from like very different time periods. So when their stories are being told, I found it surprising that you watch the first story of the Scandinavian lady and then it ends. That kind of annoyed me because I was like, man, now I have to like start caring about the second story. So to me, I didn't like the anthology style. Like at first watch, let me say like that. At first watch, I didn't like that anthology style, telling three separate stories, but as the movie comes to a close, the stories wrap up together. So I'm not going to have any spoilers for this in case you haven't watched it. The animation style isn't my favorite style. It's kind of that 2D, 3D type style, kind of like, let's say, a series like Arcane. So to me, it's not really like my favorite type of animation style. Let me start with the negatives. For more negatives, each of these characters that we follow, they get to fight the Predator. So they have a lot of plot armor. There are many times these characters should have definitely died, but plot armor saves them. There was definitely a scene I remember the Predator grabs the head of I think two of the main characters like this, like full face grab, and I was just thinking to myself, oh boy, their faces are about to be squashed like popos. But no, they don't get immediately murdered. There's also a Predator, I'm pretty sure, who one of the Predators that one of these characters fights, I'm sure he had like a chain, and this chain he threw it wrapped around a tree and then like sliced the tree. So I was asking myself, why didn't it slice the character? Stuff like that. So there are scenes where definitely plot armor helped the characters to survive. And also near the end of the film, one of the characters is a pilot. He happens to fly a alien spaceship.
Why?
And he kind of acts like, well, it's just like, a human spaceship or a human plane. He actually says, how different can it be? So he says something like that. So those are just the issues that I had. They are minor. I have actually more positive things to say about this film. Number one, really great pacing. It's about 1 hour 30 minutes, and at no point was I ever bored, ever. Really intense action. Really, really intense action. I found myself on the edge of my seat. Just, this Predator is huge, and they have futuristic type devices that they are fighting the protagonist with. So you're wondering, how is this protagonist who has like a sword going to fight against this dude who has like a futuristic and all this type of weaponry that is very futuristic. Great storytelling, especially the second one in set in Japan. There is like no dialogue, but the movie is able to do enough showing without telling. I actually enjoyed it. I was very surprised how little to no dialogue the second story had, and it flowed really well. Near the end of the film, there's an Easter egg from the movie Prey. I watched Prey, so I liked that Easter egg. And the ending actually left me wanting a sequel, like immediately. I thought the ending was going to be like the characters will get away and they'll just end up, the ending will be like this nice, neat bow tie, but no. By the time the movie comes to an end, I was ready for a sequel because it just left me wanting more. And even though I'm not like the biggest Predator fan, I've watched, I think, the first Predator and the movie Prey, as I just said. I don't think I've watched the other Predator movies. I don't know how much lore is, when I say lore, I mean Lore. I don't know how much lore is being disrupted in this animation, but from the little that I know about Predator, I actually enjoyed this. And out of 10, I think I'll give this movie an 8. An 8 out of 10, yeah. It's been a while since I gave a movie that. Mostly I've been giving movies 7s and below. I'll give this one an 8. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. For more reviews, make sure to check out this one's on screen. If you've watched this movie, please make sure to tell me what you thought about it. I was just surprised. It had so many things that I didn't like the anthology type style of telling the story, the animation, so many things that I disliked, but in the end, I actually really enjoyed it. For more reviews, make sure to check out this one's on screen, and then I'll see you in the next one.